Hello, good morning. A very happy Sunday. Welcome back to Story Time with Jack. Yeah, we've been touring a few of the Indian states. I thought for a change, let's go abroad once again. Let's have a variety. So here we go with a tale from Ireland. Ireland once had a great famine, a drought, no crops, no agriculture work. People were hungry and running away from Ireland to England in search of a job. And here was a young man, John. He too thought he would go in search of a job to England, and left his wife and two kids back in Ireland and came to England. All the way he struggled, suffered, and at last reached England, looked for a job, and a very honest and noble lord took him and told him that he'll give 12 guineas, but only at the end of the year. 1 year contract, 12 guineas, 1 guinea per month, 12 guineas at the end. But if the young man is going to behave badly, if he misbehaves, then he will not get even 1 guinea at the end of the year. He will be driven out. But the young man, John was his name, right? John was really a sincere worker. Whether it was farm work or a work in the stable. You know what a stable is, where you keep horses. Whether it was a farmhouse or a stable, he used to give his best. A sincere worker as he was. And the 1 year period was over. And the master was really happy. He said, "Why don't you stay back?" He said, "No, my master, I've left my wife and two kids back in Ireland. Have to go join them. They must have suffered enough. This 12 guineas should be good enough for me." Then the master said, "Look here, 12 guineas, it's yours. Do you want the 12 guineas and go, or will you take something else that I'll give? You have to believe my word." And John thought, okay, he's a nice master. He wants to give something in place of the 12 guineas. Let me accept. He said okay to his master, and his master said, "I'll give you 3 pieces of advice. 1, never take onto a shortcut when you are on a highway. 2, never stay in a house where an old man is married to a young girl. And 3rd, honesty is the best policy." And then gave him 2 cakes. Now these 2 cakes you can have for your way. I'll give you 1 guinea. He gave 1 guinea for your way expenditure. You keep this 1 guinea and have these 2 cakes. And these 2 cakes you are not going to eat on the way. You are going to eat after sharing the 2 cakes with your wife and the kids. That's what the master said. John thought, for 12 guineas I should have accepted. Now I got only 3 pieces of advice. and 1 guinea. All right, the master has been good. Let me go back and join my family. He left. And on the way, he found two young travelers, merry travelers. It was very nice talking to them. They were walking towards the island. At the end of that day's journey, they found the woods, a small forest, which showed a shortcut to the next town. And the two young men, they told John will go by this shortcut, that will reduce 2 miles, we can go early. And John remembered the first advice. Now, my master has told me not to take any shortcuts. And therefore he went on the highway, assuring the two young friends, all right, once we go to the next town, you come to that inn, INN. Inn means something like a chowdhury, like a lodge. You come there, we'll meet. So saying, the man continued his journey on the highway. And he reached the inn and was about to have food. At that time, an old man came from inside the inn and gave orders to the people, do this, do that, and all that. And he was going out. And a little later, a young girl came, almost looked like his daughter. She gave orders just opposite to what the old man had given. And John was quite perplexed. Perplexed means confused. And he asked somebody, who's that? No, the first one who came is the owner of this inn. The next lady is his last wife. He remembered the second advice. No, this is not the place I have to stay tonight. Immediately he left. He found a stable somewhere and he went into the stable and was sleeping on the grass that was kept for the horses. Mid of the night, he saw the two friends whom he had left. They were bleeding, all blood in their cloth. He asked what happened. And they said, we came through the forest and they were robbers. They beat us up badly, took away all the money. Oh, okay. But please don't go to the inn. That's not the place to stay. Stay with me in the stable. They said, no, we want to have good rest and good food. And they went to the inn. And the two men left and John continued to sleep. A little later, he heard a husky voice of a woman and a man. He could see the young lady of the inn and a young man. And they were planning to kill the old man. He overheard everything but kept quiet. And in the morning he got up and went. And when he was nearing the next town, he heard that the old man of the inn had been killed and two young men were arrested because their dress was bloody. There was blood stains on their breasts, and therefore they were apprehended, they were caught, and they were being taken to the court. And our man John, being a very good Samaritan, good Samaritan means a man who does all good things. He thought, no, those two young men have not done the job. It's that lady, that young wife, and the man, they must have killed. Let me go to the court. He returned to the court. The trial was on. He immediately he told the judge what he heard, what he saw at the stable, and vouched means took a oath on the Bible, and said the two young men did not kill. And when the judge asked threateningly to the young lady, she had to accept that she had murdered along with the man. So the two young men were released, and John continued his journey towards his village. And as he reached the village, he reached his home, he saw his sons had a golden purse in their hand with 24 guineas in it. Remember, 24 guineas is a lot of money, and that too a golden purse. He asked from where they got it, and they said they found it on the road. And John's wife said it must be the landlord of the town, because he was going on a galloping horse, must have fallen from his gown. But he said, no, when it is not ours, when we know who the owner is, we must return it. Honesty is the best policy. That's what my master said. Go return it. So the lady took the purse, went to that landlord's house, and knocked at the door. And one servant opened. He was also richly, royally dressed, and said, "Get out." And she said, "No, this purse is not mine, it's landlord's, I have to give." "No, I'll give it. You give it to me. Get out." He slammed the door. And the lady came back crying and told John, the world is not for good people. This is how I was treated. Right, fine. He went inside the house and said, "I brought 2 cakes. And when he broke the cake, he found in one of them 6 guineas. And when he broke open the next one, another 6 guineas. He understood why his master had said, take the cake only after you go home. He wanted the 12 guineas to come home safely, and that is why he kept his wages of 1 year inside the cake. He was happy. They had the cake and they went to sleep happily. The next morning, John saw the landlord coming on a horse. He stopped him. He had all the courage of being righteous. He stopped and asked, "Did you get back the purse? Because my wife had returned." He said, "No." "Can your wife tell to whom she had given?" "No, she doesn't know the name, but she can show. So please come in the evening to my palace." So in the evening, John went along with his wife to the palace, knocked at the door. Again, some other servant opened, said, "Get out." And John said, "No, I will not. I'll see the end of it." He sat there in front of the door with his wife. And soon he found the Lord coming out and saw him. "John, soon as I was waiting for you, please come in." He took John and his wife inside and called for a parade of all the servants and asked John's wife, "Do you recognize the man to whom you gave the purse?" So she immediately pointed out, "Yeah, this is a fellow." And the Lord looked at the man in all anger and asked him to tell the truth. And the servant said yes. And he was searched, the purse was found, money was intact. And the landlord was so happy. He said, "You are a very honest man." "So, John, go back, I'll build a house for you and I'll give you." And he gave 24 guineas to him. He already had 12, you remember. Now 36 guineas. Quite enough. And soon the landlord built a house for him, good house for him. And with the money that he had, he bought a farmhouse because he was a hard worker. He worked hard, was a well-respected man in Ireland, and when he was on his deathbed, he gave not only his property to the children, he gave back the same 3 pieces of advice to his kids. Hope those 3 pieces of advice are good enough for you and I. We'll meet next Sunday. Until then, see you.